Got my grandparents here. Alright. Today I'll persuade my audience to start purchasing from small businesses as much as possible. Imagine a city full of big box stores and chain restaurants. No unique establishments in a uniform landscape when compared to cities across the country. This is what a community without small businesses would look like. It's an unfortunate shift happening nationwide, leading to the downfall of unique cultures and local economies everywhere. The failure of small businesses is becoming a problem nationwide. Families are losing everything when their business is overcome by a nationwide corporation. Restaurants are losing all cultural distinction. I'll inform you of the multiple reasons that you should make an effort to shop local. My grandfather owns a small local business. This topic is something I've spoken with him about and something I feel is very important to the prosperity of our country. I've done a surplus of research on the history of small businesses and have developed a firm understanding of all the benefits of supporting a small business. First, I'll discuss why they're contributing much more to communities than large businesses. Second, I'll inform you of the economic significance of small businesses. And finally, I'll discuss why now is the most crucial time to shop small. There's a multitude of reasons to shop local, but all are beneficial to all members of the community. Small businesses contribute more to communities than large corporations and large businesses. When you purchase from a small business, you're directly supporting your town, city, neighborhood, and the members of it in multiple ways. Tax dollars from purchases at these businesses fund schools, parks, city infrastructure, and repair road systems. They pay the wages of workers in the public service industry, such as policemen, firefighters, school teachers, and many other city workers. According to Fundera.com, on average, 48% of each purchase at local independent businesses is recirculated locally, compared to less than 14% of purchases at chain stores. These businesses strengthen the sense of community. Owners of small businesses support each other, often purchasing supplies from, referring business to, networking with, and promoting other local businesses. Owners will often network with each other, coming together for the betterment of their community. Shopping locally is a great way to meet those within a community that you may not have the chance to otherwise. Small business owners often give back to their local customers as well as local schools and foundations. Personally, I've seen this a lot in Bixby, with Doc's Country Mart funding multiple Bixby High School fundraisers. Businesses that are small can make a rapidly growing community maintain the small town feel they once had. These businesses have a larger incentive to provide good customer service and products. To succeed in a competitive market, they must create unique and innovative products to ensure that first-time customers become regular. Small businesses are often responsible for innovative ideas. This is shown in companies such as Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and Google that were all started as a creative idea that transformed into a small business. Shopping small makes a large beneficial economic impact, both on the local and nationwide scale. They provide millions of reliable jobs to American citizens. According to Business Economics, small businesses account for 50% of private sector employment and 36% of manufacturing employment. Large corporations, especially in the manufacturing industry, have automated many jobs done by people formerly. In turn, this has reduced the amount of jobs available and significantly increased the number of jobless Americans. Small businesses will bring these jobs back and reduce the number of jobless Americans. Small businesses employ nearly 60 million people, according to the Small Business Administration. The economy of the U.S. is highly dependent on the success of small businesses. According to the SBA, they've created approximately 9 million jobs since 2000, whereas large corporations have deleted nearly 4 million jobs in the same amount of time. According to the SBA, there's nearly 30 million small businesses in the U.S. Acting Chief Counsel for Advocacy of the SBA, Major L. Clark, said that small businesses continue to be big contributors to the U.S. economy. They continue to be at the forefront of driving innovation, jobs, and economic growth. They're beneficial to their local communities and economies. They also serve a substantial role in the success of minority business owners. They diversify the makeup of local economies, in turn strengthening them. They give citizens something to root for and get behind. And according to the SBA, 29% of small businesses are owned by minorities and 36% owned solely by women. Due to the pandemic, now is the most crucial time to shop small. This will ensure that small businesses in a time like this will stick around. Small businesses are notorious for being tough to start, and they'll be nearly non-existent if they fail during the pandemic. Reflect on the small businesses you've already seen decimated by the pandemic. They're already tough to get off the ground, and a pandemic spells disaster for new startups. According to a US bank study, 82% of small businesses that fail do so due to a lack of cash flow. If action is not taken, it won't just be a minor loss, it'll be a major one. Business owners in all communities, all citizens in a community will feel the pain of a small business failing. Imagine your favorite hole-in-the-wall restaurant or go-to gym being closed and never reopening. Think of a family friend struggling with bills and having their business fail that's been around for decades due to the pandemic. Decades of commitment to success will be wasted and childhood dreams will be crushed. The long-term consequence of the failure of small businesses are much worse than you may think. Millions of jobs will be lost and the poverty rate of the US population will increase. Cities once full of unique boutiques, cafes, museums, and more will be decimated and lose all uniqueness. Any pre-existing strong sense of community will be lost, and neighborhoods will no longer be able to count on each other when in times of need. Today I first discussed what small businesses can contribute to society that large companies can't. Second, I discussed the economic impacts of shopping small on both the local and national level. Finally, I discussed why now is the most important time to shop local. In conclusion, small businesses are a vital component of life in cities and towns across the US. Without them, our day-to-day life would look much different. This is why we as a nation must make a concerted effort to shop small and ensure the livelihood of small businesses is around for generations to come.
You didn't have to clap.